Have you ever been in per se like a relationship, whether it be with a significant other or a family member or a friend, where they made the claim that you made them feel a certain way? This is a topic that I've been juggling around for so many years because logically thinking, if you cling on to your morals and you think rationally and think reasonably, when someone does something that's just blatantly against what you believe, you do decide to feel hurt. Feeling hurt and feeling happy, feeling sad, all those emotions, they're decisions. It's weird to say that I fully believe that they're decisions. It's because you're perceiving information. It's going into your eyes. You see what's happening, you hear what's happening, you feel what's happening, and you're deciding what to do after the fact that you've received this information. That doesn't mean if you sit there and you talk to me and you provide logic, reason, and understanding as to why it hurt your feelings, that I'm not going to agree with you. Of course, I will probably agree with you because I too have emotions. I'm a human being. Having emotions isn't bad. Being a human being isn't bad with feeling things. It's okay to feel bad. And it's so silly to think toxic positivity and being happy all the time. Like, here's the guide to be happy. I hate that shit. I fucking hate it so much. As much as I really do enjoy the To Be Better podcast and my ex-wife Christina and her husband Chris, I really hate toxic positivity. It's such a fucking blatant disgusting thing to me because let people feel fucking shitty. Let them feel shitty. Let them feel mad. Let them feel pissed off. Let them feel their fucking emotions. Like PewDiePie said it one time. He literally said it is impossible to be happy all the time. So when you see all these influencers that, I mean, I love being positive, but constantly being positive and shoving it into social media and shoving it into people's faces all the time, it's exhausting. I mean, it's the same thing with a nihilistic or cynical view, I guess, as well. The, yin to the yang. Don't shove, being miserable into people's faces all the time. It's really exhausting to see people just shove reasons to be miserable into your face all the fucking time. It's so dumb. So when you hop onto your Instagram live or your TikToks and you're fucking talking about how to be positive or to, it's your day, baby, whatever, it's so unreasonable. If you're tired, if you're upset, fucking rest, feel your emotions, eat that fucking tub of ice cream, dude. Who cares? I'm not going to tell you how to live your life or what to do, but ultimately your feelings are entirely up to you. Nothing somebody else does will control you. Will control your emotions or your feelings. That's just a fact. Nobody likes this argument because they want to blame other people for their problems. They want to blame other people for their emotions and how they feel about it. They want to show other people, hey, this person's a piece of shit, or vice versa. But what they're not ultimately seeing in the grand scheme of things is that peace of mind comes with controlling yourself. And if you don't have that discipline to control yourself, then you're just going to constantly be in that loop of chaos. And it's just so exhausting to be in that loop of chaos. I mean, I've been there myself. So yeah, everybody really does kind of hate this argument because they really do want to blame other people. But when you sit here and think about it, like I've said this before, it's the same argument for when it comes to catcall and sexual assaults. It's like there's a woman walking on the sidewalk, and then there are people who are catcalling her, trying to come over and touch her and stuff. And they say, well, look at what she's wearing. She was asking for it. It's the same thing because you're sitting there and you're blaming the clothes or you're blaming the lack of clothes. You're blaming any kind of bikini or lewdness or just the way that she dresses on your decisions, on your actions. You're blaming something that has nothing to do with the situation. It's not real. You're blaming somebody else's decision to wear certain clothes on your shitty decision to go over and to sexually assault her. That's the exact same thing as you're blaming somebody else's decision on your poor reaction and calling them a piece of shit and being a dickhead. Like I've been there with those emotions. Like I've felt that and I've shoved my emotions down people's faces in the past. Like I always struggle to constantly control myself in my peace of mind, and I know that other people struggle with it too. And it's like people will literally sit there and be like, "That's not the same argument," and it's like, yeah, it kind of is. You're receiving this information that someone did something, and then you're consciously deciding to act upon it. You're going to nag them. You're going to give them shit. You're going to whatever you do. Like the conscious decision to react like that, the best thing for you to do, I guess, is whatever you want to do. I can't sit here and say you should leave them alone and you should go and just live your peaceful life, because that's what I want to say. Because it's just to walk away from a situation where you know someone's doing something like wrong, like if it's very blatant and you use logic and reasoning, if you use logic and reasoning and go, wow, that's actually bad, not just it hurts my feelings. Because a lot of the time people will see something that hurts their feelings and they don't use logic or reasoning, and then they just come to the conclusion this person's doing something bad, but they're really not. Like, that's the problem with society these days, is that people don't have any control. And I don't think that we're gonna get control unless you actually sit down and spend some time with yourself. Just fucking listen to yourself. Just actually step outside your body and have a conversation with yourself, and literally look at you. Look at what you are, who you become. Is this who you want to be? I can't give any more advice because I don't want to give advice. So when you receive information, do what you feel is best, or do what you think is best. Try to think logically, try to have reason. I'm not saying don't have emotion. I'm not saying don't feel things. I think it's very important that we stay emotional and we stay spiritual as like a society, but don't just let your emotions roller coaster you and GTA 5 carjack you and just take you on a joyride. It's so important that you stay calm as possible, as calm as you can. Don't blow up. It's so hard to not blow up sometimes. And I completely understand. I'm not saying it's something that's like easy. I'm not saying that you should be able to do this willy-nilly, no problem. I'm just saying that the effort is part of like getting better. Just trying. Just try. Even if you fail. The whole point of life is like you're gonna fail, 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 you're gonna succeed. Then you're gonna fail, you're gonna fail, you're gonna fail, you're gonna fail, you're gonna succeed. It's just that's life in general, and that's what's going to happen when you're trying to control your emotions and you're trying to get self-discipline. You can't just be deterred by your failures, and that's fucking the hardest part, in my opinion. The hardest part is not to be deterred by your failures, because you're going to have countless failures in your careers and your relationships and your friendships. The whole point of your failures in life and your hobbies, in just simple things, grocery shopping failures, anything, you're going to have them all over the place until you fine tune that and you get that discipline, and then you're having your success. That's what will come with discipline. But it's just, you're not in control of other people's emotions. What you do isn't going to decide what they do. Like, people are going to fucking lose their mind over you if they see you eating a pizza with a fork and a knife with pineapples on it. They're actually going to lose their fucking goddamn minds when you forget to turn your blinker on when you're making a left turn or a right turn or whatever. Yeah, I mean, like, fucked ups happen. Yeah, it pisses me off when people blatantly do things in public, like driving, that put other people in danger. But you never know if they did it on accident or not. Like, kids, like having kids really taught me that accidents do happen. Like, my kids are getting older and they're still having accidents sometimes, not like wetting the bed, but like dropping stuff or like crumbs, or just, you know, general spills. Like, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, dang, what the fuck? Why does this keep happening like all the time? And it's like, you know what? I mean, I spill shit. Like, this isn't just on them. Accidents really do happen. It's like they were taught as kids, like, accidents happen. Their school teaches them that. We taught them that. Their grandmother taught them that. And it's so weird to actually have to apply that to my life. Accidents happen. Like, people make poor decisions on, like, not on purpose. So it's like, and those decisions can cost people their lives. And it's like, do you get mad at them? Do you, like, should you, like, morally, like, if you think about it, it wasn't really their decision. They're not being malicious. It wasn't like they wanted to hurt you. So it's just, it's all extremely complicated, and having short judgments and quick anger or quick emotional reactions is not solving. It's not a solution. It's not solving anything. It's just, do your best. That's all you can really do, is do your best and try to discipline your mind and try not to have quick reactions to things. Well, I mean, that's really all I wanted to cover today, guys. Thank you so much. Leave a like, subscribe if you felt like this video reached you in some kind of way. Send it to someone that you love if you think that this would help them. I'm not really big on telling people how to live their lives, but I do feel like my perspective, or my general, like, existence and my consciousness as a whole, could provide some sort of insight, or, you know, vice versa. I'm sure it will piss somebody off. I'm sure, like, it's just the way that the world is, man. You put something out, you get some yin back, you get some yang back, man. I mean, you can't really stop that, you know. If I say something and it hurts somebody's feelings and they get some quick judgments, I can't control that. You can't control how other people feel. But, man, thank you so much. Have a good day.
Complete.